Hey, I'd like to welcome you to the El Cerrito Virtual Folk Festival. We usually hold it over at El Cerrito High School on the East Bay, but because of the pandemic and the COVID, we have to do it virtually again this year. My name is David Maloney, and I'm a longtime Bay Area songwriter and performer, and they've asked me to do a set again this year, but I'm doing it here in my little studio on the hill. And I'm going to sing you some new songs, maybe even a couple of old chestnuts, and we'll see how it goes. This is called A Slice of Life. Life is like a chocolate truffle with a pinch of salt. Mixing in the sweetness with the sour. Thunder rolling at the break of dawn. Another day unfolding, hour by hour. I used to dream that I could learn to dance. Spin and glide like Fred Astaire. Like those brothers down at Kitty Hawk, lifting off the ground on the ocean air. Ooh, yeah. I know a handyman who loves to sing. Well, he can swing his hammer like an old baton, fixing this and that with his gentle grin. A regular maestro and the band played on and on. Oh, I remember Rosie with her bright red hair. She had the desk across from mine. How my heart would pound when she looked my way with those big blue eyes. Oh, how they shine. Now the old school days are just a memory. Ancient history on the line. Still they live deep inside of me, a precious gift left behind. Ooh, yeah. I got a little tune here, just a slice of life. Well, it could be yours, it could be mine. Play a little mumbly peg with a pocket knife. A stolen moment from another time. Life is just like a chocolate truffle with a pinch of salt. Mixing in the sweetness with the sour. Thunder rolling at the break of dawn. Another day unfolding, hour by hour by hour. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that one gets me going a little bit. Yeah. Rain falling from the sky, mixing with the tears that hide behind my eyes. Still gone is the smile upon my face, hidden by a veil, not able to embrace. But I still see you there in the dark, and I can still feel you down deep in my heart. I know you're lonely, I'm lonely too, but we can still find our way by the light of the moon. Time hovers in a dream, covering my eyes like a sailor lost at sea. Still love comes singing in the wind, falling from the stars, a melody begins. And I can still see you there in the dark. Oh, I can still feel you down deep in my heart. I know you're lonely, I'm lonely too, but we can still find our way by the light of the moon. Rain falling from the sky, mixing with the tears that hide behind my eyes. Well, it's October. And in October, I always think to do this very early song I wrote. Matter of fact, I think when I think about it now and looking back on this song, I think it was the first really solid song that I was able to write. Kind of affirmed my aspiration to be a songwriter. Ginny Riley, my longtime partner, and I put this on our very first album. 1976, the first one we made, and I was just thrilled to get this recorded. Pretty thrilling time, you know, young, full of dreams. And it's called The Chestnut Tree. I found today a chestnut tree that made me smile just down the street from where I'm living now. And though I know you're far away, I've been thinking of the way you spent your day. Autumn's here again and life is turning round, dying to be reborn with the wind. And when October ends, I'll fly to where you live again. quietly move in. The things that make me sad today are the autumns past and the childhood days that never last. The tears that fall from off my cheek are the only words my soul knows how to speak. Autumn's here again and life is turning round, dying to be reborn with the wind. And when October ends, I'll fly to where you live again and quietly move in. I'll take an hour this afternoon to walk alone with all the lives I might have known. 'Cause I can hear the autumn call, more reasons now to watch the chestnuts fall. Autumn's here again and life is turning round, dying to be reborn with the wind. And when October ends, I'll fly to where you live again and quietly move in. And when October ends, I'll fly to where you live again and quietly move in. The Chestnut Tree. Boy, does that bring back memories, I'll tell you. Well, I have a little tune now that I wrote because of a song my brother Paulie sent me from the Catskills in upstate New York. He's a picker and a grinner too, you know. He plays a nice guitar and writes some nice songs. And he sent me a tune by a fellow by the name of Charlie Worsham. And he used to be a member of the, what they call the Old Crow Medicine Show. I can't quite remember the exact title of that group, but they were very good. They had individuals that went off and became quite famous and successful on their own. And I hadn't heard of Charlie Worsham, but he's a Nashville writer now and very talented. And he wrote a song that I say my brother sent me this video of him singing a song called You Gotta Be Young to See. And I listened to it. It was really terrific. He played a little banjo on it. Had a couple of players in back of him. And I got thinking about it. I thought, well, I'll write a little something in response to that. For some of us guys have been, and us folks that have been around around a long time, picking on these six strings. And So here it is, called I Got News for You, Charlie. I heard a hot young picker with plenty of gas, but he could pick on that old Martin with the best. And he took his 5-string banjo right to the head of the class. You got talent, kid, I hope you can make it last. But when you tell me that you gotta be young to see, now that's a point on which I must disagree. I got news for you, Charlie, you're gonna have to pay the price, 'cause the years will wear you down like you would not believe. Father Time makes the rules and he holds all the cards, but it's how you feel in your heart that keeps you young and living free. I remember heading west back in 1969 in a Chevy van with 3 songs and a dream, never knowing what we'd find there across the Great Divide. But we were rolling, we were hungry, we were green. When you tell me old is all I'll ever be, why, there's a world of gold that you gotta be old to see. I got news for you, Charlie, you're gonna have to pay the price, 'cause the years will wear you down like you would not believe. Father Time makes the rules and he holds all the cards, but it's how you feel in your heart that keeps you young and living free. There's magic in the sunrise, there's comfort in the rain, and if you listen, there's a secret in the wind. When you're young, the world's a playground filled with wonder and surprise, but when you're old, you can sing life like a hymn. So Charlie boy, keep singing from your heart, let the circle be unbroken, keep doing your part. I got news for you, Charlie, you're gonna have to pay the price, 'cause the years will wear you down like you would not believe. Father Time makes the rules and he holds all the cards, but it's how you feel in your heart that keeps you young and living free. Father Time makes all the rules and he holds all the cards, but it's how you feel in your heart that keeps you young and living free. Well, there you have it. You know, yeah. Honey, I see and I know, long as you've been with me, there is a light, there is a light. Honey, I see that you are surrounded by angels. There is a light, and when the sun goes down on yonder hill, let me count the ways I love you still. And when we walk along, arm in arm. There is a glow, I feel the glow. There by your side, I fall in love again. I want you to know, just want you to know. And when the sun comes up on yonder hill, oh, let me count the ways I love you still. Honey, I see that you are surrounded by angels. There is a light surrounded by angels. There is a light. Yeah. Along came number 19. There's a stray cat coming up the driveway in the morning sun. It's a hard life living out here, and I'm done with my midnight run. I could use a little catnap, and your front porch is looking so fine, fine, fine. It's been a long night prowling through the streets and the alleys, and I'd like to slow it down right here, if you don't mind. There's a hummingbird at my window, staring me right in the face. For 2 or 3 seconds he stays suspended, then he disappears without a trace. There's magic in the sunlight, and it's quiet on the street. These are strange times that we're living through right now. Feels like the whole world is asleep. It's been 100 years of glory, that's what the big boys say. The wars were won, the battles done, and old filthy lucre ruled the day. And then along came number 19, and he took us all to task. Well, I used to know my neighbors real well, but right now, who's that in there behind that mask? Nobody saw it coming, or what it all could mean. The world just kept on humming along like a well-oiled machine, and then a stranger came calling, and the sky came tumbling down, down, down. I can see those white clouds rolling past my window pane, heading north of town. Well, they say he had a great granddaddy, an all-time miserable cuss. But who would have thought that this great grandchild could stir up such a fuss? The whole world's out of pins and needles. We're taking one on the chin, chin, chin. Yeah, for what it's worth, there's a crack in the earth, and when it's over, we'll remember where we've been. Yeah, there's a stray cat coming up the driveway in the morning sun. It's a hard life living out here, and I'm done with my midnight run. I could use a little cat nap, and your front porch is looking so fine, fine, fine. It's been a long night prowling through the streets and the alleys, and I'd like to slow it down right here, if you don't mind. 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 Along came number 19. Well now, I got a little tune here that I wrote the day after the inauguration, and I call it the Inauguration Rag. And most of these tunes are fresh with me, brand new. I had to kind of look up what key they're in and go over the lyrics just to put them on this little video for you. And so I'm going to give this one a whirl too. But it feels just like a brand new day. I feel like dancing up a storm. Cut a little rug on the great white way. Look out, world, I've been reborn. So hit the footlights, boys, I'm coming on. I'm gonna click my heels while the jazz band plays. Do the buffalo and a couple of barrel rolls. Bless my soul, I'm on my way. But when the lights went dark on Broadway, there was a shudder through the land. Now it's time to take the ghost light down and strike up the band. Now we can smile again on the sunny side, and maybe put an end to the great divide, to the jitterbug. A little chop and chug, a little step-toe, hop and turn, slip and slide. Play it, baby boy. Now when the lights went dark on Broadway, there was a shudder through the land. It's time to take that ghost light down and strike up the band. Oh, it feels just like a brand new day. dancing up a storm. Cut a little rug on the great white way. Look out, world, I've been reborn. Yeah, cut a little rug on the great white way. Look out, world, you've been warned. Well, I'll tell you, that one made me feel good. Get that one done. It wasn't too hard to write. Just kind of followed along the feeling I had.